call the October 27th, 2025 City Council meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Weber?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes.
Ray?
Yes.
Briggs?
Yes.
Hay?
Yes. First up, presentation, Mr. Williford.
Yes, Your Honor. We have the Highway 54 Coalition Committee here to present on the latest updates for the project. So with that, Mr. Winders, presiding commissioner, are you presenting for?
Bill and I.
Combined, so please. We welcome you here this evening.
Thank you. Thanks for having us here.
Are we limiting them to 3 minutes?
The sign says you got 3 minutes.
Listen, on the commission, we obey signs. Occasionally. We're happy to be here tonight. I know that based on your staff's involvement, that you guys are well aware, so we really won't belabor the points. However, we're here not to announce, but to reinforce your knowledge and the fact that the Highway 54 Coalition has received a $25 million grant to do improvements on Highway 54. It's a $25 million grant that has no match, which it's unusual to get a $25 grant with no match, much less $25 million. And it is to improve a section between Farber, Missouri and Curryville, Missouri. And Bill, if you wouldn't mind, not mind explaining what those improvements are or what they're.
Oh, okay. You want me to come up here then? Can y'all see this? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. If not, we'll get better glasses next time. Sorry. The blue line is the west passing lanes. That's right outside of Curryville there. And they'll be passing the third lane right there. And then the yellow lines are turn lanes. This yellow line here is going to be a roundabout right there at John Deere Corner and 154 and 54 there. So that will be a roundabout. It's not an if, it is. And then the red ones are the eastbound passing lanes that we'll have going through there. And this right here, I do know this stretch here is tough to pass on because it's right there at Van Day Golf Course where it's all hilly and stuff. So there'll be passing lanes there. And then we'll get over farther. And the big thing is for the small communities we are not going to bypass any towns. We're going to go right through them, just like they are. There won't be added lanes. They'll be just like they are. Curryville said the other night they're driving 80 mile an hour, so you'll be able to drive 80 mile an hour in Curryville. Not legally, but you can.
Curryville? Isn't that where you get stopped all the time for?
They don't have a cop.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be.
They don't have a cop.
It used to be that way, for sure.
It used to be. Max Creek was in competition to see who's the right one. So I remember those days. I never did get a ticket there. So other than that, that's what we have, I believe. Like Alan said, it's pretty tough to get a Bill grant or Ray grant. We was in competition with MoDOT and everybody else, but it came through for us. Sam Graves, y'all know him. He pulled it through. Alan went out there to DC and got to testify in front of Congress about our project, and you heard all the railroads and all this other and stuff. But that was a good thing for us, was for Alan to go out there, and we watched that. We were there, but it was supposed to be an end last year, wasn't it? But it didn't get through. It was kind of in a stalemate, kind of like what we are this year. Mm-hmm. But we got it through before the stalemate for this year. Sam really watching out for his area.
How many miles is that?
14 point something.
Yeah, 14 point.
So they can do it for $1.5 million a mile or something like that?
Are they replacing the lanes that are there in the same place?
Yes. That's. I mean, you think Highway 5 between
Okay.
Camden, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Right.
It's a passing lane on this side, then a passing lane
Yeah.
on that side. It'll increase capacity a lot.
I really don't know the percentage, but it increases capacity, it increases safety, and uses very little additional right-of-way.
Right.
There will be some additional right-of-way, but compared to a traditional four-lane, it's negligible. And that was important to us. We're an ag community, right, an ag county, as is Pike.
Yeah. We
So-
save room for the solar panels.
Larger shoulders as well, wider shoulders.
Yeah,
I believe so.
wide shoulders.
Just like at Highway 5.
Yeah, the other thing to remember about this is, and we want you to know, so the Highway 54 Coalition is made up, and this is where I should have started, made up of all the communities along Highway 54 between Mexico and Louisiana. And Illinois is on board too. If we get this done, Illinois, so this will connect up to 72 to down to 54 and 70, and it'll be a great connection if we just keep working on it. So the coalition, so you're part of the coalition. It's not us. It's not somebody else, it's you. Bruce attends regularly, and we've been doing this since the early 2000s. I've been to, I don't know, 100 of these meetings and wondered why that we continue to have them. Now we know why, because someday something positive might happen if we are persistent, and we were. I'm proud of that. You asked me how old I was young when this started. But this is conceptual. It should say conceptual on there somewhere. This is not engineering.
Concept.
This is a concept of what will happen, how far the money actually goes. Maybe it'll go that far, maybe it'll go further, and exactly where the lanes are. This doesn't tell us that. This is an idea.
Right.
Okay? So when people ask you, well, is it going to go by my house? And you probably won't get a lot of those questions over here, but is it going to go by my house? We don't know for sure, right? We just don't know for sure. So it's conceptual. We are very fortunate to have received this grant. Bill mentioned Congressman Graves, instrumental in it. Sarah Barfield Graff has been to 100 of these meetings. It's also the 54 Coalition, us remaining diligent, you remaining diligent, so we appreciate that very much. And finally, we need to be sure and thank MoDOT in the deal. Without MoDOT saying, we will administer it and we will support it, it just won't happen. Because, I mean, a $25 million reimbursable grant is not a big deal for MoDOT. Might be a big deal for Mexico. I know it would be for Hunterdon County.
You said the stretch from Farber to Curryville, right?
Right.
Did I hear that right? Yeah, I've got it. Okay.
Yeah, and you might say, why that section, right? Bill explained it's got some of the most hills and all those things. Also very important that is it's in 2 counties. It's not in 1 county.
That's our thinking.
It's in 2 counties. It solidifies the highway, solidifies a commitment to the highway between Mexico and Louisiana on 54 as opposed to up 19. Okay, so those are the goals. Any questions? Somebody said there's a football game or something, so.
Oh, yeah.
It don't matter, Broncos won yesterday, so we're good. But back to MoDOT, MoDOT was supporting this even though they were in competition with the grant. They were giving us support all the way with the project and also giving us support letters to send in with our grants and stuff too. So that's huge that we have MoDOT on our side as they're continuing to do what they have to do for the people of Missouri too.
Good deal.
Appreciate it.
Mayor, council, we appreciate your time.
Let us know if you need anything.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Drew, I'd like to leave this. I'm sorry, did somebody else start a question?
No.
I'd like to leave this, is that okay?
Bill? That's fine. What's your last name again? Alan, thank you.
ALLEN.
All right,
Thank you very much.
thank you.
Thank you. Y'all take care.
Thank you.
Approval of minutes.
We approved minutes.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Haig,
Yes. All right, public hearing. So I need a motion to open the public hearing to consider a change to St.
We got minutes first. Did you approve?
Yeah, we already did.
Okay,
You
sorry.
voted- You voted yes.
Second.
I said,
Weber,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs,
yes.
Haig.
Yes. Mr. Williford, the public hearing.
Yes, Your Honor, it's that time of the year with the new budget. We also are looking at our wastewater rates for the city of Mexico. With that, we'll turn to Vicki Dinky, our finance director.
Good evening. I'm going to make this as quick and painless as possible. So, back at the time of our budget, we talked to you to fund many of our projects. We would need to make a slight rate increase to our sewer rates. So part of that is to hold this public hearing to run through the changes. So part of the rates as they stand now, our current rates are $1.50 is the base user charge portion. There's a capital charge portion, which is $6.46. Those are the variable portions of the rate, and then there's the base rate of $10.21. So we did an analysis and came up with a 2% rate increase would take care of our additional operating cost, capital needs, and debt service. So the rate, with that 2% increase, those rates would change to the $1.53, $6.59 for capital, and it would change that base rate to $10.41. So if we take that based on our average usage of 5,000 gallons per month, or an example usage of 5,000 gallons per month, that would raise the rate by just $1. That would raise the bill by $1. So users of the collection system, an additional component of our ordinance with regard to wastewater rates is that those users outside our corporate city limits are billed at 200% of the rate. So that includes the community of Vandiver Village and a few other users in our system as well. Of course, just as a background, in 2008, that was the start of our big wastewater treatment plant and collection system improvements. So we enlisted the services of Horner and Schifrin to complete a big capital asset analysis for the current facility and come up with a facility plan for us. Then in 2009, it was presented to the public and city council, and it came up with the $12 million plus in capital improvements that were needed. So with voter approval, we financed in 2 different phases, 2010 and 2011. And then fortunately in 2020, we took advantage of a refunding of our bonds to lower our interest rates, which helped us accomplish paying our bonds off much quicker and with smaller debt service payments. So, and as we go along, we've made other continued efforts to finance the other third phase of the improvements that we're come up with on a pay-as-we-go basis. So we've been doing that. We continued to budget pretty aggressively with some capital projects to try to help position us and tackle the things that we know will be part of that next round of a big wastewater treatment plant facility update, likely in 2032, I think is the magic number, if we will. That's when our current bonds pay off. So we kind of get to that point, and that's where we're at. So just these are the things that we have talked about, the rate adjustments needed for our O&M, daily operations and maintenance. We have cash-funded capital outlays for all kinds of things, the stuff at the plant, as well as our collection system, vehicles, equipment that is needed, debt service obligations, and then repairs, renewal, replacement reserves. That's part of the whole rate analytic, is just that we're setting some money aside to do those things as we go. So the cash-funded capital improvements, we've talked about these several times in our budget, and most recently, back in August, when we had our study session and when we approved the budget in September. So this just gives you a little more of a 10-year timeline there as to what we've been doing at the plant with regard to capital improvements. This year, we're looking at that $864,750 worth of capital improvements. We're hopeful that we can get some things knocked out, and some of that we've been saving for a few years to get some building improvements made out there that are needed, as well as other equipment repairs and maintenance. So then we go on to our debt service. We're looking at $600 worth of debt service payments this year. That's a transfer. You see that it gets transferred from our wastewater fund into a wastewater debt service fund. That's just some of the extra accounting that they have us do to keep that separate. And then we look at just the O&M, how we kind of shake out this year. So again, we show that we're deficit spending. That's part of that whole, we've been saving for a few years for some of those capital projects, namely the building at the wastewater plant. So that supports that idea as to we're going to pay with some reserves that we've built up. So that should help us. This runs through the way that we've applied, the way the rate increase would be applied to the current consumption rates that we have. So you'll see in the 2026 column, we've got the 2% rate increase that we've applied to each of those billing components, and then just the way it trickles down to create projections of revenue. Then the piece that I think we've all been sensitive to as we've went along is just trying to make sure that we're not out of the range of what the communities around us and communities our size are doing. So you'll see that we're, with this rate increase, we'd be at the 5101. We do that here in Mexico for both our residential and our non-residential customers, whereas you've got communities like Columbia where they load a lot more of their wastewater rate into the commercial side. So that's why you'll see them jump up. They're not the only ones. There are others that do that as well. We considered that. The council gave that consideration, I think, many years ago when we went into the whole wastewater rate study. I will say in recent years, as we've had a few of our industries leave us and that they were big consumers of water consumption, therefore sewer consumption, that would have hurt us in a different way. So the election to leave our rates to be consistent between both residential and commercial seems to work out for us, create a better ongoing average of how we generate our revenue. And then this is just a reminder that within the bond covenants and provisions, it says that basically our rates have to support our bond payments and all of our operating expenses. And if not, then you have to go through the whole thing, the bottom section that's highlighted, that you would have to employ a consultant to come in and help you determine how to reset your rates to cover all of those things. So that's why we go through the effort to make sure that we're well covered with our regular expenses. Do you have any questions?
We raise it to 1050 and we could cover the pumps.
Yeah.
Every other month.
So I did have a question on the admin fixed charge.
Yes.
Is that the same charge that the out of city limits folks get as well?
No. The administrative charge,
Times 200%.
which page?
Well, the $10.41.
Okay.
The 1041 charge.
Oh, the base rate.
The base.
Okay, yes.
Is that the same rate for out-of-town folks? Out of city limits?
No, I believe theirs is multiplied by 2 as well.
That amount times 200%?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you, since I don't live there any longer. At least the area where I used to live
Yes.
was on a well,
Okay.
but we still had a sewer charge.
Right.
And it was $67 and some odd change, and everybody in the cul-de-sac had the same charge.
Yes. So
And it was close to double what it was for city residents. City people in this, we're all residents, city residents on Missouri American. So how did that rate come about?
So that rate is based on our average consumer, just that everybody gets that, since we have no way to know what your outflow is. I mean, the other option is, we do this for some industries, is they actually have a sewer meter that told us how much was running through for a sewer.
So everybody gets billed the same, no matter whether there's one
Right.
person living there or 6.
Correct.
Interesting.
Correct, yeah. We do that for some, at one point, we were having some trouble with one of our public water supply districts, same thing. So because we couldn't get consistent consumption data for those residents, they got the average base rate as well for that kind of, we'll re-average what that is each year. We'll take all of our consumers and come up with that every year when we re-average.
So the average was $67 or whatever the number was for the consumer, really?
Yeah,
Kind of high. Okay.
yeah.
So I see Hannibal and Jeff City and Osage Beach are lower on the residential. I think I know where that goes. Whoops.
Oh, did you say
Left the
that?
valve open.
Did you say that?
All righty.
Do you have any other questions? Okay.
I move for reading of bill number 2025-71.
Don't we have to close?
I thought you had to get
Close
the public hearing first.
I close the public
Why
hearing.
don't you make that motion?
I just did.
Okay.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Haig,
Yes. Now you can go.
I'm going to read bill number 2025-71.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Haig,
Yes.
Bill 2025-71, an ordinance amending Chapter 40, Article 3, Division 4, Section 40-160A of the Mexico City Code relating to the sanitary sewer usage charge. I move for the second reading of Bill 2025-71.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Haig,
Yes.
Bill number 2025-71, an ordinance amending Chapter 40, Article 3, Division 4, Section 40-160A of the Mexico City Code relating to the sanitary sewer use charge. I move for passage of Bill 2025-71.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Haig,
Yes. All right, on to resolutions. Bill number 2025-72, a resolution authorizing city mayor to sign amendment number 1 with Bartlett and West Incorporated for task order number 2023-01. Mr. Williford.
Yep. Council, you may recall that we signed a supplemental agreement with MECO Engineering for the Curtis Street project that allowed us to have increased inspection, construction inspection, and administration services on the project. That was to support a better outcome on the project, as we've had a few different issues come up on the project, and this is not all that different. So this would be engaging Bartlett and West, who is the design engineer on the project, to conduct full-time construction inspection on the project. And because we have two different grants, we're looking at amending both grants as part of this. The difference in price after they reallocated their funding, and by that I mean they had some extra unused hours in their design time because we ended up, for example, moving forward with the Jefferson Street project and some other items that came in under budget. Because of that, we are only looking at a net increase in cost of $32,000 for this particular supplemental agreement. And so we have spoken with DNR about it. They will approve once we approve of it. And so we would recommend proceeding with reading and by title only and passage of the resolution, which will allow us to move forward with full-time construction inspection service on the project. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
What's our percentage of this?
What'd you say?
What's our percentage of this?
$1.
This one actually is the 21% match. This is all the, this has already been budgeted and allocated, so there's no net increase to the project, if that makes sense. So the way the grant works, it's a little atypical. We've been given the full entire grant. As long as we do not go over that number, then we get a full match for that at the 21%. This one, I think I misspoke. I think you were correct, that it's the $1 grant. Yeah, it's for the Kentucky Street project. So that is the $1 grant.
That's a huge project.
You're right. It was correct. We switched that. I apologize there. It's 21% match, and that got a little confusing on my part there. My apologies. So let me clear that. The 21% grant is the grant that has more leeway in it. We have more room of unspent funds. So we approached DNR about all of that, and in those processes, that's where we ended up. So we're wanting to use that grant. Actually, I apologize here, Vicki, I think that's coming out of the $1 grant, isn't it?
Are you reallocating between the grants? Particular?
No, so this one, it should be the $1 grant. Yep, my apologies here. Yeah, it may seem like that.
It's either $1
We went-
or 21%.
We actually went back and forth on this with DNR, so that is part of the confusion there, but this is the $1 match grant.
Okay.
I move for first reading
I
of
think-
bill number.
Hold on, I think.
I'm sorry.
This being, I'm assuming, more efficient for us, will that speed the project?
I think if you have a good structure set up for construction inspection, that it will have a net positive effect on both timeline and quality.
And so, do we have an approximate timeline for this project to finish?
200 days was the time for the total project. I think we'll end up having all the concrete done. I don't know if it'll quite get done by the end of the calendar year, but it'll be pretty close. And then we'll have to wait for the asphalt work after that. Asphalt will probably be done in April.
Now, you ready? Okay. I move for first reading of bill number 2025-72.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller,
Yep.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Haig,
Yes.
Bill number 2025-72, a resolution authorizing the city manager to sign amendment number 1 with Bartlett and West Incorporated for task order number 2023-01, reallocating funds to support additional construction, administration, and inspection services toward the North Kentucky Street Stormwater Improvement Project, part of grant DNR-SW-745E73C59FEE. I move for passage.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Haig,
Yes. And we can roll on to 73, right? Drew? Okay, that's great. I move for reading of bill number 2025-73.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Haig,
Yes. Bill number 2025-73, a resolution authorizing city manager to sign amendment number 1 with Bartlett and West Incorporated for task order 2023-02, reallocating funding to support additional construction administration and inspection services towards the North Kentucky Street Stormwater Improvement Project, part of grant DNR-SW-745E73C59FEE. I move for passage of bill number 2025-73.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Haig,
Yes. Other business, staff report, purchase of an asphalt tack oil spray trailer for the street department. Mr. Williford.
Yes, we operate, as far as the City of Mexico, we operate a old 2010 Malden tack oil spray trailer, and that's used to maintain approximately 53 centerline miles of asphalt. Staff determined that the trailer has reached its end of useful life. It's having several problems which range from inconsistent application to heating and even clogging of the oiler itself. And so we budgeted for a purchase of a new oiler in this fiscal year. Staff bid the project for a new 600-gallon steel tank trailer-mounted asphalt tack sprayer. This is used in many of our asphalt operations, even from patching to full overlays. And so when we bid that out, we received a total of 4 bids, responses to bids, with CMW Equipment out of Bridgeton, Missouri, submitting what we deem to be the lowest and best bid at $36,950 total, which includes a $2,500 trade-in. We have worked with CMW Equipment before. As a matter of fact, the paver, which was purchased earlier this year, came from them. We do have sufficient funds available. We have a total of $50,000, which was budgeted for the purchase of this trailer. And so we would recommend proceeding with purchase. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Was the Canadian one so high because of tariffs?
We did not contact the Canadian vendor. That
okay.
would be an interesting question.
I didn't know, so.
Did I see somewhere that we have to deliver the old one to these folks in Bridgeton to get the credit, to get the trade-in credit?
Not
I thought I saw that somewhere. Maybe I'm dreaming.
Not that I was aware of.
Okay.
I move that we purchase a asphalt task oil spray trailer from CMW Equipment, Bridgeton, Missouri for $36,950 after a $2,500 trade-in.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller,
Yep.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs,
Yes.
Haig,
Yes. Okay, next item, staff report, purchase of a 16-foot wide area mower with cab for the Parks Maintenance Department. Mr. Williford.
Parks and Recreation is planned for the purchase of a new mower, and we'll turn to Chad Unterreiner at this point for more information.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. We put a bid out for a 16-foot wide area mower. We received 3 bids. One did not meet specifications. The other 2 did meet the specifications of the 16-foot wide area. Based on our experience with the Jacobson mower, we do not recommend that one. We've had many issues, the city's had issues with Jacobson products, so we are recommending MTI's distributing on theirs, which is a Toro product. We have several other mowers that are Toro that we've had great success with, and they've been great to work with and so forth. In our capital outlay budget, we do have the funds to meet the Toro groundsmaster on that. So whenever the Jacobson, even on their reference checks that we did, that they provided, one was from Naperville and the other one was from Bellevue, Nebraska. They was not very receptive of their mowers as well, and that information is in your packet as well. So therefore, we are recommending to go with MTI Distributing with the Toro Grandmaster from that. Be happy to answer any questions or anything that's pertaining to the wide area mower.
I move for the purchase of the Toro Grandmaster 5910 from MTI Distributing, Kirkland, Missouri, for a price, am I reading this right, for a net cost of $142,468.46.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs.
Yes.
Haig.
Yes. All right, staff report, board appointments. Mr. Williford.
We have 2 tonight, 2 commissions or 2 boards that are planned for appointment. We'll tackle the first one being the Mexico Tourism Commission. There are currently 2 vacancies on the board. Jay Jackson's 3-year term expired and is not showing interest in reappointment. Janine Vogel, also, they have a unexpired 3-year term, but are no longer eligible to serve on the commission. So staff has received at this point in time 1 application from Paul Gillette Sr. expressing interest on this. And so staff recommends council make the necessary appointment to the Mexico Tourism Commission.
I move we appoint Paul Gillette Sr. to the Tourism Commission.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs.
Yes.
Haig.
Yes.
And the second,
I think you have to specify which person's term.
oh, okay, we'll be specifying it for the,
What'd you do, the Jay Jackson one?
I believe the 3-year term has expired, yes, for the expired term of Jay Jackson.
Okay. That's what I said.
I thought I heard that.
And the second board for the evening is the Mexico Airport Advisory Board. Russell Runge, Mark Stewart, and Roger Dubert's 3-year terms have expired, and all 3 have expressed interest in reappointment. So we have not received any other applications. We would recommend council make the necessary appointments to the Mexico Airport Advisory Board.
You know, I see that Jeff Frazier's term looks like it expired also at the same time as the other 3. What's with that?
I will have to gather some more information and get back with you.
His looked like the same term as Russell's. I mean, the same term as Mark Stewart's, excuse me.
Yep, it does appear to be that way. So I will have to gather some information for you, and we'll have a follow-up.
Thank you.
So we have to, they've saved terms, we can do all 3 at once, right?
Yes.
I recommend Roger Dubert, Russell Runge, and Mark Stewart be appointed to the Mexico Airport Advisory Board for a 3-year term.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller. Ray,
Yes.
Briggs.
Yes.
Haig.
Yes. Pay the claims.
Pay the claims.
Second.
Weber,
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Briggs.
Yes.
Haig.
Yes. Council comments. We'll start with Mr. Weber.
I don't have any, sir.
Don't have any? Okay. Mr. Miller.
Moonlight Madness is Thursday night. Make sure you come down to support the downtown.
What deals are we having?
Everything's almost free.
Almost free?
Yeah, almost free.
Okay, all right, we'll be there. Ms. Briggs?
Well, I just got back from Philadelphia,
nice.
and we had a great trip. We went out to visit a granddaughter at school. But I learned two things when Chris Miller says we're living the dream in Mexico. There are two reasons why it's better here in Mexico than it is in Philadelphia. And one is, first of all, no traffic. My God, the traffic was terrible there. And second of all was I had my first Philly cheesesteak, original, from the original place, and I think Dagwood is better.
Oh, man. So you didn't feel the brotherly love out there, huh?
Well, they were having an Eagles game. You should have been in the airport.
yeah.
So anyway, it was fun. It's really a beautiful city. We had a good time.
Mr. Ray?
Thank you, Public Safety, for the fire on, taking care of that fire. That's
Did they start it?
Save some lives.
Did they start that fire?
No. Oh, for safety.
I misunderstood.
Lives and animals and everything. It's lucky we have them to take care of us, so.
Good.
That's all I have.
Mr. Wilford?
Nothing at this time.
Nothing. Good job on your first, good job. There you go. I don't have anything. It's turning a little cooler, but, it's still good out there.
Friday night.
Thank you. It's, kickoff's a little earlier, 5 o'clock, so don't show up at 7. You'll be late. Okay, so, but as Mr. Miller said, get up there, support the local businesses, and shop Mexico. So, public comments now. If you want to come to the podium and make a statement, you state your name and your address, and you have 3 minutes. Not seeing anybody?
Move we adjourn.
Second.
Weber?
Yeah.
Miller?
Yes.
Ray?
Yes.
Briggs?
Yes.
Hague?
Yes.